I hold my brother tightly, praying he will wake up. I cry and scream. My mother runs into the kitchen and comes back a few minutes later with a mixture of plants. My brother, like many children in Togo, has malaria. Malaria is the leading cause of death in children under 5 in Togo. My brother is lucky to have lived past his 6th birthday. Togo faces many problems like poverty and government corruption, but diseases like malaria are a major crisis that must be dealt with. My name is Della Kolani, and I am 13 years old and I live in Togo. Like 78% of the country, I live in poverty. Togo is the 19th poorest country in the world. I live on the coast of Togo. It seems like a paradise, but underneath the beautiful facade, it is a place ridden with poverty and starvation. My mother works a job at a hotel in town. My father died of COVID last year. Now we just barely get by. My mom is not paid much, and we go hungry more often every day. 47.2% of Togo practices Christianity. I once asked my mother why so many people in our community practice this foreign belief. She told me it dates back to when Togo was invaded by the Europeans. During the Berlin Conference, Togo was claimed by Germany. In 1834, German troops invaded Togo. They induced the chiefs into accepting German control. Togo was full of valuable resources such as gold, diamonds, iron ore, gypsum, bauxite, manganese, zinc, rutile, marble, and more. Since Togo was flooded with natural resources, it was no surprise other countries would want to take it. In 1914, British and French troops invaded Togoland. They quickly overpowered the Germans and took control of the country. Over this time, Europeans pressed Christianity onto our people. Even though my country is flawed, it is still beautiful. Togo has a tropical climate and many amazing locations, like Otikere National Park. This park is full of lions, elephants, many birds, and crocodiles. In the 1960s, the park was expanded. On the outside, this is a good thing, but expanding the park displaced local populations. They were not compensated for the loss of their land, and this led to widespread poverty and unemployment. Another beautiful place in my country is Kipim Falls. They are the tallest waterfalls in Togo. They are also quite steep and have many cascades. I went swimming there once when I was little. It was the most beautiful place I have ever been. Togo's economy rests on agriculture. Because of this, 47% of children between 5 to 14 are forced to work in agriculture. The majority of the population is unemployed. Because of this, 55.1% of Togo's population lives below the poverty line. This leads to another problem, child marriage. 22% of girls under the age of 18 are married. Poverty is one of the leading causes of this. Impoverished families arrange marriages for their daughters to help their family's financial situation. Another cause of child marriage in Togo is health issues. Many children suffer from health issues that can cause financial strain on families, causing them to marry their daughters to strangers. Another cause of this is lack of education. Young girls are married if they don't reach a certain level of education. This is unfair to poor girls who cannot afford to go to school, have to work, or take care of their siblings. Almost half of all Togolese women in their 20s were married before they were 18. Because of poverty, many people can't afford medicine. Instead, they make traditional medicines from plants. Malaria is one of the main diseases ravaging my country. 6 out of every 10 children occupying hospital beds in Togo suffer from malaria. My country has the resources to end this crisis, but medicine is out of the reach of most people. My brother has been suffering from malaria for 5 weeks. I have been missing school so I can take care of him. Sometimes he goes insane and does not know who I am. He bites and kicks me, but I hold him tightly and refuse to let go. 1 African child dies of malaria every 30 seconds, and I will not let my brother be one of them. Disease is just one of the problems Togo faces, and those problems are getting worse and worse every day. If we can't find a way to fix them, we will continue in this circle until there is nothing left of this country. Because of these problems, I am going to try to finish my education and become a doctor, so no one will have to go through the fear of losing the people they love to disease. I don't just want to be part of the change in my country. I want to be one of the solutions.